welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I look into a camera and I talk to myself. Hey, how's it going? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing well. The door is closed. The air conditioner is on in the other room, but the door is closed. The fan is off. So it might get toasty in here. So if you're watching the podcast, I apologize if I start sweating profusely. I apologize if I sweat an amount that is alarming to the viewer. Otherwise, if you're just listening, that information didn't fucking matter. But guess what, dude? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty fucking good, man. Which is, I feel like that's not how I start most of these podcasts. I feel like most of these podcasts, I go, I'm doing okay. And today, for some reason, I'm doing fucking good. I feel good. I feel great. I feel positive as shit. I don't know why. I feel like the goddamn world is my oyster, bro. I feel like the world is all of our fucking oyster. I feel like we can do anything, and we should, bro. Okay? If you feel like you can't do anything, let my words convince you otherwise. You can do whatever the fuck you want, man. You can do whatever you want, bro. What career do you want? Fucking get it. You got it, dude. Don't hold yourself back, bro. There's a beautiful lady that you like, ask her out. Who gives a shit, bro? You feel like you have a rapport with her? Ask her out, dude. We're all gonna be dead tomorrow, bro. You gotta fucking seize the moment. Motivational Jakey at the top of this podcast. I don't know what's going on right now. Yeah, dude, you do you, bro. You want to start working out? Go fucking work out, bro. You can do anything you want to do. If you're doing something and it makes you feel bad, stop doing it. That's how I'm feeling right now. If you got distractions in your life that you are aware are distractions, chop them off. Cut them off at the root. That's how I'm feeling. I guess a couple of things I just realized I kept doing just because I was doing them. There were a few things that I would just do. And as I was doing them, I was like, I don't like doing this. But then instead of not doing it anymore, I would just end up doing it again. Like drinking. A lot of times when I'm drinking, I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. But then you're with somebody or a friend comes through and you're like, I'll have another drink. Why not? But recently I've just been like, I'll have one or two drinks and then I'm good. I'm becoming much better about being like, hey, if I don't want to do a thing, I'm not going to do it. If I do want to do a thing, I'm going to try and do it. I think that's a positive way to be, dude. It's making me feel good. It's making me in a good mood. Also, maybe I'm in a good mood because my friend Ralph was just staying with me and my roommate. He was in town to do a I don't know what I'm allowed to say or what I'm not allowed to say. He was in town doing a taping for stand-up for like a fucking streaming service. And he was doing 15 minutes and he fucking, let me tell you something, bro. He fucking crushed it, dude. He straight up destroyed. Seriously. Ralph Barbosa is his name. I know this podcast doesn't have a lot of listeners, but like even if the fucking 50 people who listen to this go and follow him, that's dope. Honestly, dude, no smoke, bro. Listen, dude, he's a good friend of mine. I would love nothing more than to say he fucking sucks, dude. He's become a fucking good friend, and I would love nothing more than to be like, yeah, dude, he did all right. But I'm going to sit here and be as honest as possible and say he fucking crushed. He fucking destroyed. And that's not true. I want my friend to do well. But it was a cool thing because I watched him at this taping and it was a weird thing because he's my friend. I like him a lot. So I already want him to do well. And I already think he's funny as fuck. And sometimes you do think your friends are funnier than they are. But I like to try and be as unbiased as possible. I like to surround myself with people who I don't think are funny because I like them. I think they're funny because they're funny in spite of me liking them or not. You know what I'm saying? Like some people you meet and you hate them, but they're funny as fuck. And some people you meet and you like them and they're still funny as fuck. I like to try and be as unbiased as I can. And it's a combination of emotions seeing him do that taping and crush in this theater, because it's one of those things where you're watching going, is he doing as well as I think, or is it just because I'm so excited for him? And then you're looking around at the room while he's getting like fucking, while people are like laughing hysterically, and you're like, no, this guy, I feel vindicated in this moment because this dude's not just my friend, but he's funny as fuck. And then also you feel like, I'm so fucking excited that this is happening, that the best possible scenario for this man is happening right now, and I'm here to fucking witness it. So anyway, Ralph Barbosa, funny as fuck. He came to New York to do a specific thing, and he crushed, and he's very funny, and go follow him. But because he was in New York for a week, I was doing a lot of shit with him, and I was seeing a lot of things that I don't usually see in New York. It's a weird thing. When people come to New York, they weirdly take you to spots you've never been. Like, the thing that you think is going to happen is that your friend is going to come to New York and you're going to take them to all these different places where they can fucking have fun, you know? They come to the city and they're like, what's good around here? And then you think that you're going to like take them on a tour of all the coolest spots in New York. But what really happens is your friend comes to New York and he's like, these are the things in New York I want to see. You're my homie. You want to come with me? That's really what it is. And so he kind of just took me on a tour of New York that I've never seen before. We went to fucking some fancy sneaker shop that I had no idea existed. And he's like, oh, this is like the most famous sneaker shop in New York. Stadium NYC. I was like, is it, dude? Because I have no idea what this fucking place is. He's like, you ever see that show on YouTube? Fuck, I don't know the name of it. The show on YouTube where they're like, yo, what shoes do you want? Do you know what I'm talking about? Apparently that's where it's shot. They're in Stadium NYC, and they ask celebrities like, yo, what are the kicks of your dreams? And they're like, yo, if I could have these, that'd be sick as hell, dude. I would be bad on that show. I'm telling you right now. I would not be good on that show. I would be on that show. They'd be like, what are the kicks of your dreams? I'd be like, bro, I buy the same pair of boots every year, $70 on sale. They're waterproof. They last me a year. I buy a new pair. That's my life. I have existing boots. I have boots that I exist in. And then I have shoes that I exercise in, and those are the two modes of my feet. My feet live in two modes: exercising or existing in the world, and I'm covered on those fronts. Damn, it is fucking hot in here, dude. Again, for the listener, you don't know what's happening. I'm wiping myself with a fucking towel. It's so hot. But yeah, I wouldn't do well in that show. They would just fucking stare at me and be like, oh, true? But maybe that'd be fun. Maybe it'd be fun to have somebody who's not a sneakerhead on a sneakerhead show. I think it would be fun. I should fucking dive deep into those episodes and see if they have any people who are not sneakerheads on the show just being like, yeah, I don't get it. Because that's what I would do. I would just ask them like, hey, can you explain to me why people like sneakers? And they'll be like, it's the same reason why you liked action figures as a kid. It's the same reason why you fucking buy Fortnite skins, you fucking idiot. And I'm like, oh, damn. All right. That makes sense. And they'll be like, at least our cosmetics are in real life and not some fucking virtual world. I'll be like, true, dude. True. That's real as shit, bro. Damn, sometimes you can be very video game brained. I've been working out lately, and I'm like looking at myself in the mirror, and I'm like noticing my body change, and I'm like, oh, I'm leveling. Like literally in my brain, I was like, I'm kind of leveling up, dude. I'm in the character creator. My strength is going up 20 points. Like when I look in the mirror and my body is becoming more fit, I literally am picturing a character creator in like a Dark Souls game. It's fucking sad, dude. That's when you realize like, hey man, start touching grass more. Start touching more grass. If you look in the mirror and you start to visualize sliders next to your head, you need to go touch some more grass, you know? Your feet are touching too much hardwood, bro. The hardwood to grass ratio is way off, and you gotta fucking hit more grass. I'm just saying the same damn thing over and over again. You know what I'm saying. Go outside. I gotta go outside. But none of that is what I want to talk about. Oh, so because my friend is taking me to all these places that I've never been before. One of them was Stadium NYC, and one of them was this honeycomb thing. There's a honeycomb at Hudson Yards. I don't know what the fuck this thing is. It's like this orange staircase that goes up about 4 or 5 floors, maybe higher. Maybe it's like 7 floors. But and it's right across from the fucking Hudson Yards Mall. Like, literally, you walk out of the Hudson Yards Mall, there's a ton of fucking people outside on the pavement, and you can walk straight to this honeycomb thing. Sorry, I'm pausing to drink some coffee. And also to wipe my fucking sweaty goddamn neck. It's fucking absolutely disgusting. Dude, what are sweat ducts, bro? Because, like, because I sweat, the back of my head sweats more than any part of my body, and I don't understand why. What is that, dude? Scientifically, how does that happen? Do I just have, like, a lot of pores on the back of my skull? Because a lot of people have trouble with their pits. I don't really have trouble with my pits, but also I wear kind of breathable clothes. But the back of my head, dude, it's fucking, I turn into a Guido every time I'm in a hot area. I turn into fucking the Jersey Shore immediately, bro. I become Ronnie, dude. You think that I styled it that way? There's so much fucking sweat in the back of my head. Anyway, disgusting. But it's funny too, because anyone not watching is not even gonna know. I'm just giving you information that you don't need to know. But the honeycomb, it's right across from Hudson Yards, and the person who told us to go there, like, was saying it as if it's a thing that we should know, and I had no idea what the fuck this thing is. My friend Ralph's from Texas. He doesn't know what the fuck this thing is. So at first we can't find it, and then we find it. It's across from the mall, and we start walking up to it. I'm like, oh, cool, I guess you can go to the top. And I walk into it, and I realize you can't go to the top. They won't let anyone go to the top. And I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. And I'm filming it on my Instagram story. I'm like, bro, this is lame as hell, dude. You got these fucking elevators and these staircases. What is the point of standing at the bottom of this thing that clearly is made to walk to the top of? Like, what? That's like going to the fucking Statue of Liberty and they're like, you can just sit in the lobby. What? The whole point of a tall thing with stairs is to go up them, you know? I don't want to stand at the bottom of the Eiffel Tower. I want to be at the restaurant in the middle or at the tippy top kissing a beautiful lady, dude. What are we doing? So I'm pissed that it's closed, but I also don't know anything about this thing, so I'm just like voicing to Instagram, this fucking thing sucks. And then my friend messages me and he goes, bro, are you trying to kill yourself right now? Which, first of all, crazy thing to say to me. Listen, dude, he listens to the podcast. He's a good friend, so I talk to him a lot. You know, I understand that I get pretty sad on this podcast sometimes. But don't hit me up being like, are you about to kill yourself? Come on, dude. Reel it back, dude. Okay? I know I get depressed sometimes, but reel it the fuck back, dude. Let's have a cordial conversation before you immediately assume I'm trying to kill myself. So he goes, are you trying to kill yourself? And I go, what, dude? Because I don't know what he's talking about. He just says that. Are you trying to fucking kill yourself? I go, what the fuck, dude? No. What are you talking about? And he goes, oh, dude, that's where everyone kills themselves. And I was like, what? And he goes, oh yeah, everyone jumps off of that honeycomb. Like, tons of people kill themselves on that thing. I go, oh, that must have been why it's closed. He goes, oh yeah, I think they closed it because of the suicides. And just as an extra thing, I was like, for real, do people really do that? And he goes, oh yeah, a friend from a kid I knew in high school jumped off that. I go, fuck, is he dead? He goes, yeah, fully dead. Which is not funny that kid is dead, but it's funny that the way he phrased it is crazy, dude. The way he told me about it is nutso, bro. Anyway, and then I start getting messages from all these people that are like, yeah, dude, yeah, people kill themselves on that thing all the time. Everyone's like, did you know that people kill themselves? Like, everyone is suddenly telling me this information. Like, I'm the only asshole in New York City who lives in New York City who doesn't know. Someone from fucking Germany messaged me and was like, yeah, you know people kill themselves on that thing? And I'm like, what the fuck? Why the fuck do you know as well? What's going on here, dude? Why am I that fucking ignorant? And then I started thinking to myself, I was like, that's a bummer if you kill yourself on this honeycomb. Like, that's kind of sad as shit. That's like that's a weak spot to do it. No offense. Fuck. No offense to that kid who did that. I'm going to circle around. No offense to that kid that my friend knows that did that. But at first glance, I was like, this is a lame way to go. Like, you could pick a better spot. But then I started thinking about it, and I started thinking about, like, on the podcast a couple episodes ago, I was talking about how I was telling somebody about how we saw, like, a nightclub and people were waiting in line for it, and just the fact that people were waiting in line, I was like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if you killed yourself in the middle of a nightclub? Like, you waited in line for a nightclub, went inside, then killed yourself, and then everyone had to deal with it. And then I realized that honeycomb is the same fucking thing. It's right across from the Hudson Yards Mall. All these motherfuckers at this mall who are just tourists, who are just like, let's go buy shit. You're like, fuck it, I'm gonna kill myself right in front of these people, and they're gonna all have to deal with it. So at first I was like, that's lame as hell, and I went from being like, that's kind of lame, to then being like, oh, damn, my thought about that nightclub was kind of what everyone thinks when they're going to kill themselves. That thought about that nightclub was kind of what a lot of people think, because a lot of people jumped from that honeycomb probably with that in mind. Probably with it in mind of like, well, at least people will see this and, they'll report it and my body will be found, Sorry, I'm wiping my sweat again. That's how fucking unbelievably hot it is in this room. It's a wild thing, dude. See, because then my question is it inconsiderate or is it considerate? Like, is it inconsiderate to fucking kill yourself? To, like, jump off that thing and go splat in front of a bunch of families at the mall? Or is it considerate because you're like, well, if I do it there, then at least my family's not finding me. I might fuck up a few kids' entire lives, but at least my mom's life is okay. Ish. Never mind. As I'm walking through it, it's not considerate. I mean, it's not very... I don't know. It's considerate enough. If you're in a deep and dark enough of a place where you're going to kill yourself, I guess it is more considerate to kill yourself in front of a mall with a ton of people you don't know than to kill yourself in a house where your immediate family will find you or friends will find you. I guess it's courteous. You're like, I'm going to do this dark thing. I got to put the burden of finding me on somebody. Let it not be my loved ones. I guess it's considerate. It's a fucked up thing to talk about, guys. I'm talking about some fucked up shit right now. It's I don't know. I'm trying to look at the bright side of everyone. It's not my fault, dude. It's not my fault. It's blame the motherfuckers who all messaged me that people killed themselves on that thing. I didn't even have any idea, dude. I was just enjoying my day with my friend Ralph. Next thing I knew, one of my friends is insinuating that I'm going to kill myself, and the rest of them are just like, yo, bro, a lot of people died on the thing that you're at right now? Cool, dude. Thanks for the info, buddy. Thanks for the info on this beautiful summer day. Anyway, bro, I saw some weird shit. So my friend stayed at a hotel, and I saw some weird ass shit walking away from that hotel in the middle of the night. I saw some extremely weird shit. This is what I saw. Damn, I'm fucking sweaty as hell. This is what I saw. I saw a woman on the ground, doing rolls, like planting her head on the pavement and then flipping her body over. Okay? She was just doing this over and over again. And she was standing next to some guy holding a bag with a fucking bodega sandwich in it. And he was just standing next to her on his phone, not giving a fuck. And then some other dude rolled up on a bike and was like, are you all right? And she goes, it feels, and then she rolls again and goes, it feels good. And the guy on the bike goes, it feels good? And then the dude with the sandwich all of a sudden looks up from his phone and goes, she's all right. And then the dude on the bike was like, okay, and fucking rolled off. And I was walking by being like, dude, she's not all right. And based on your fucking reaction, you're not all right, dude. What the fuck is going on right now? What the heck is happening? This woman is rolling. This woman is fucking pressing her skull against the New York City pavement and flipping herself over and saying it feels good. There's something incredibly wrong right now, bro. Why don't you fucking put the sandwich down and help this lady out? What is your relationship to this lady, dude? Do you know this lady? What the fuck is going on? But it's New York City, so what do? You just walk. You just walk away. Damn, that's fucked. That's fucked. It is fucked, dude. That's how New York City works. Is there's so much fucked up shit happening at all times that you see it happen, you go, that's wild, and then you go home. That's what New York is. Cause what are you gonna do? That guy, and that's the thing too, is I watched that guy do the right thing. He was like, are you all right? Like, he tried to intervene, he tried to find out what was happening, and that's what you get in New York when you try and find out what's going on. You get a dude with a sandwich going, hey man, get the fuck out of here. That's what happens. You get a dude with a sandwich going, hey man, get the fuck out of here, and you get the weird person doing the weird thing being like, I love this thing, actually. I actually love what I'm doing right now. Even though everyone on the street is concerned, I'm killing it. That fucking encounter is New York at night. Always entertaining, but upon thinking further about any of those moments, deeply disturbing and awful. Oh, shit. I could talk about this. I got a few things. Well, we got like 4 minutes left in the first part. I was talking to somebody about how, hold up, another towel wipe. Damn, it's like particularly hot in this room. Maybe it's because I fucking exercised right before. You ever exercise right before, take a shower, and then you're like sweating during the shower? It's wild. It's wild as hell. Anyway, I was talking to somebody about funerals and how I've been to a shit ton of funerals, and all of them open casket, and she was like, what would you like your funeral to be like? And I was like, oh, I definitely want it to be open casket. But then I was like, but only the bottom half. And then I was really thinking about it. And I was like, has that ever happened? Have people done only the bottom half of the casket open? And she was like, nude or not nude? I was like, definitely nude, bro. If I have the bottom casket open, it's gonna be nude. And then somebody else started talking with us, and they're like, oh yeah, but everyone's gonna see. He's like, is your dick like worse when you're dead, or is it better, or like what can people do? I was like, well, they touch up your face. They could probably touch up your dick. They could probably fucking install I mean, your flesh is your flesh at that point. They could probably put a fucking wooden rod in. They could probably elongate you. They could probably make, give the world a lie to live with. People at the funeral who had seen the man's penis be like, what the fuck? I don't remember him being that big. Damn, dude. You just gaslight your entire funeral? Nah, this dick was huge. But then we're getting into it. She was like, would you go ass up or dig up? And then when we really, we're being truthful about it, because I'm all about the truth, I said I would probably go ass up, I'm more confident in my ass than my dick in a resting setting. when my penis is just normal and when my ass is just normal, I'm sure my ass is better to look at. I that's what I think, you know? I mean, I don't think dicks are great to look at in general, so I'm more confident in my butt. Also, I think it would be more appropriate for the setting. I think a bare ass, you know, it's very Catholic. It's very you know, Jesus touching the finger of God or whatever the fuck that image is. It's very, you know, there's a lot of nude Catholic shit. So if you're at a Catholic funeral and your ass is being bare to the audience, I think that's appropriate. And your dick as well, I guess, if it's tiny. Catholicism loves tiny dicks, bro. That's what those paintings are all about. And then she was saying, she was like, yeah. She goes, for men, the ass should be up. She goes, but for women, I don't know. It could be artistic if it's the vagina. And I was like, yeah, you're right. That's actually fully true, dude. It is true that a soft penis is. What's up? I'm back. A little bit of that might have gotten cut off because I got to keep an eye on this computer because the CPU overheated. That's how hot it is in this fucking room, dude. My CPU overheated while recording. So that hasn't happened in a long fucking time on this podcast. So I'm going to try and make sure that does not happen again. But what was I talking about? Oh, she was saying that it was more artistic to have a vagina full frontal than a penis, a soft penis. And I have to agree, dude. And I was saying that anybody who says that a soft penis is more artistic than a vagina full frontal is a liar. They are, dude. Most people's experiences with a soft penis are negative. Men have to exist with soft penises every day of their life. It's just a part of being a dick wielding human. You know what I'm saying? It's just part of being a penis having individual that you encounter a soft dick every single day of your life. Most of the time, most men experience their penises mostly in its worst form. And then everybody else experiences men's penises mostly when it's like, you know, it can be utilized for something. And then if you do encounter the soft penis, it either means that you just are very comfortable with each other the next day, and it means you had a good night and you're just having fun in bed the next day. But even then, it's under the covers a lot. You don't see it as up close and personal, you know? Or it's in a scenario where, like, it's not working. A lot of people's experiences with a soft penis is either them being ashamed of themselves or them being mad at the guy with the penis. You know what I'm saying? So I agree. Vaginas are more artistic. Vaginas are more artistic for those reasons, dude. Visually, a vagina is constant, and that's good, dude. I think that's a cool thing. That's a cool thing. Maybe I think that's why they're more artistic. Because they're not going to change. They're not going to switch shit up on you. You know, a vagina is either wet or dry. A dick is either soft and weird or it's hard and usable. You know, those are the two modes of vaginas and dicks. And for a dick, it changes drastically. I mean, some men, you know, there are growers and showers in the world, dude. Some men have an upsetting soft penis, and then they have a shocking, oh shit, that grew into something better than somebody whose resting dick was pretty good. A penis is a deceptive piece of the human anatomy, dude. You see a vagina, you know what it is. You see a dick, you're unsure until it's in action. I mean, according to women, you know. No, I was going to go into, I've talked about in this podcast where women, more than one woman has been, after we had sex, they're like, you surprised me. You're good at that. No, I'm fine, dude. I'm fine. No, but Yeah. Women are just like, you're more intimate than I expect. You're like more, I liked that. They're like, you're surprising. And I'm like, in a good way? They're like, yeah, I loved what happened. And I'm like, all right, well then what, like, all right. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm like what's it called? My demeanor is like a grower. I have the demeanor of a grower. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense, dude? I have a growing personality? I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm lost in the sauce at this point. It's hot as hell, dude. I'm getting delirious. Anyway, what I'm saying is penises, if you're gonna have an open casket and you got a dick, go ass up. That's what I'm saying. Go ass up. Have that fat ass up, dude. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have my fucking fat ass sticking out, dude. Okay? People are gonna fucking bounce quarters off it. Instead of touching my hand, you know how people go up to the body and they touch its hand? Instead, they're going to fucking throw quarters at my ass and watch them bounce off. Because I got a nice ass, dude. I do, bro. I do. I got a thick ass, bro. Okay? It's the one Italian quality that I really got, you know? I've talked about this on the podcast before. I got two attributes. I got these dimples and I got a thick ass. Anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? Yeah, that's what I got, bro. That's what I got. I'm an okay looking guy. I would love to be, this is what I want to talk about. I would love to be undeniably attractive. Wouldn't we all, dude? Wouldn't that be fucking sick? 'Cause I'm not. Like, I'm not undeniably attractive. Like, you could deny it. For sure. Like, I'm attractive to some people. Some people find me very attractive. Some people don't find me attractive at all. Okay? And that's what it's like to be deniably attractive. But undeniably is every motherfucker who sees you is like, hell yeah. Like, if somebody saw Brad Pitt, right? Young Brad Pitt. Fucking fresh out of Fight Club Brad Pitt. Or Seven, whatever. Young, sexy. Even Brad Pitt now, undeniably. But he's old enough. Age helps you deny. But Brad Pitt in his prime, you fucking point at him and go, hey, isn't that guy hot? If your friend was like, nah, I don't think so, you'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you think is hot then? You don't think he's hot? What the fuck do you think is hot? If you don't think Brad Pitt in his prime, fucking Brad Pitt going, what's in the box? If you don't think that's hot, what the fuck do you think? You're fucking deranged, dude. You fucking stink, bro. What are you talking about? You're a liar. You probably think fucking soft penises look better than fucking full frontal vaginas, dude. You're a liar, dude. You don't know what art is. Anyway, if that happened, that's what you would say. You would get angry at your friend and demand that they took it back, that they told you the truth. If you saw me in a bar, if you pointed me out to somebody and said, hey, isn't that guy cute? The person who you're asking, she could look at me and go, nah, not really. And the person who asked, who thinks I'm cute, would probably respond and go, fair enough. To each their own, dude. To each their own, bro. We all got our preferences. And this guy just doesn't fucking match up to yours. And that's fine, dude. But, you know, I feel like a lot of men, I feel like me, a lot of people would love to be a Brad Pitt. You know? Women would love to be a Megan Fox. You know? I'm talking about everyone in their prime. Everyone in their moment. You know, everyone's got that moment where everyone in the world is like, fuck yeah, dude. Sorry, I got a fucking email. Got an email about the show, dude. Important stuff. No, but, about the Dads Like Ducks, August 5th. Go to it, 7 p.m. Brooklyn Comedy Collective. Anyway, yeah. I know. This is how you can if you ever want to know how attractive you are to people, because people don't often tell you straight up. It's very rare. When people tell you straight up, they're either lying because they think you're cute as fuck, or they're lying because they're trying to be mean and hurt you, you know? Rarely do people go, yeah, I mean, you're like a 6. Like, rarely do people go honest with it. I like to say I'm anywhere between a 6 and an 8. A 6 if you're being mean. A 7 if you're being, honest-ish. You know what? A 5. I would say a 5. Nah, 6. I would say I'm somewhere between a 6 and a 7 if you're being honest, I think. I think my personality takes me to a 7. Right? I don't fucking know, dude. It's not for me to judge. What I'm saying is, I'm a 6. I'm a 6 if you're mean. I'm a 7 if you're nice. I'm an 8 if you're fucking cool as hell. I'm a 9 if you're a liar, and I'm a 10 if you're drunk or out of your mind. I think that's how I think is what it is for me. But if you ever want to find out how attractive you are, just go based off the people you date. Because people will let you know how attractive you are based on a person you're dating. Because I've dated people that I think are very beautiful, but I've also dated people who the world thinks is beautiful. And it's a very different thing. When you date someone who you personally think is very beautiful, people will come up and go, oh, she's cute. Oh, your girlfriend's cute. Oh, she's really fun. She's cute too. She's cute. But if you date someone who the world thinks is beautiful, people will be like, you'll be like, hey, did you meet Sarah? And then people will be like, dude, she's so cute. You don't even need to say it. They'll have just like, you'll be at a party, and for whatever reason you separated from your girlfriend, they ended up talking, then they come back, they go, yo, you're dating her? She's so cute, dude. She's like crazy cute. She's like really hot. She's really attractive. She's really fucking attractive, which is code for, how the fuck did you do that? Which is code for, bro, she is more attractive than you, and I'm kind of mad about this. And you know what you do in those scenarios? You go, when someone's like, yo, when they're like overdoing how attractive your girlfriend is, or your partner is, whoever you are, you just go like this. You go, oh yeah, I know. And then you just move on. Because also, that's a dumb fucking way to think. Don't think that way. Don't think that way. Don't think that people are too fucking cute for you. Recognize the vibe. Recognize if you're hitting it off. You know? Because you don't know what a motherfucker's preferences are. You know what I'm saying? And also, you can defy type. People come out here and they're like, oh, I want a guy who's 6'1". I want a guy who makes this much money. I want a guy who, fucking, I don't know, is gonna take me out to, I don't it's all these things that equal out to like physically and financially a dude you want, but emotionally and fun wise a dude who sucks ass. The thing about like having a preference and saying you know what you want is, we don't know what we want. No human being knows what they actually want. No human being knows what they want at all until it fucking happens to them. Because what we really want is the fucking inexplainable thing, the inexplicable, holy shit, this is fucking going sick. That's what we want. Oh, goddamn, we're like really flirting. We're like really hitting it off. What the heck? That's what you want. You don't want this fucking pre-registered version of a boring-ass human in your brain. The person you make in your brain, if you do find him, he's a cookie-cutter fuckface. If you do find her, she's a cookie-cutter fuckface. It's not... You're setting yourself up for failure. No. The person we want to meet, we don't know that she's even there, you know? The person who is going to be stuck in your brain is a person you didn't even expect to meet. Bro, fuck. We're late in the podcast. I'll talk. All right. I don't want to go too into detail about this, what I'm about to talk about, because I don't want to blow up anyone's spot. But I do want to talk about, we're on the subject. I want to talk about the feeling of meeting somebody who you're like, damn, what the hell? What the heck? What the heck is happening here? Like, okay, every rom-com has a meet cute, and I had a literal meet cute in real life recently, and it was fucking wild, dude. And it made me realize, like, oh, this is what makes you like somebody. Like, this is what makes you fall for a person is meeting like this, you know? There was a person who came to a thing. It was a bunch of people, and a friend of mine brought another friend who I did not know. And we were all like waiting for something, and people were talking, and I just ended up talking to her, and she was the one who I actually ended up talking about the fucking open casket shit with. But we just hit it off, and we were like flirting, and it was one of those weird things where like you're like, and this is what it is, bro. This is what you want. You don't want the dating app shit. You don't want to fucking meet a person who you made up in your head what they're going to be like, and then you meet them and they're not what they're like. You want to meet a stranger who you have no expectation of, and then as you're talking to them, you're like, wait a second, are we flirting right now? Because that's what happened. We started flirting, and then you could tell that we both were looking at each other like, oh, I think we're flirting. And then there's a moment where like you're laughing so much, and the conversation keeps going, and it's like, it's coming along so easy that you start to look at the person, you're like, oh fuck, I think this girl is like cute as shit as well. Like, this is a great conversation, and I'm laughing, but like also like she's like fucking cute as fuck, dude. And then you continue to talk, and then she starts looking at you, and then you can see she's looking at you like, oh, I think he's cute. And then you both are just like, damn, what are we doing here right now? I know we're in like a group thing, but you want to fucking get out of here, dude? Anyway. And that's what it is. I didn't know this person. I didn't expect like to fucking even talk to this person. I expected to like hang out with my friend. And instead I was taken by this person, and I just was talking to them the whole fucking time. And then we ended up like all being sat in this place, and they moved everyone away. So then it was just me and her sitting next to each other. And in that scenario, I thought we were fucked. Honestly, listen, bro, I don't like strangers. I typically don't like strangers. I was with, it's wild because we were with a group of people I all knew and one stranger. And usually when it's people I know all of them and there's one stranger, I don't want to fucking be near the stranger. I want to communicate with who I like, because it's like an effort to talk to a stranger. But in this scenario, what's up? The shit fucking overheated again. Okay. So in this scenario, that's what I was saying. In this scenario, I didn't mind at all. Usually I don't want to fucking be near a stranger. I don't want to have to like pull teeth of a conversation with a stranger. But in this scenario, I was like, see you guys later. I'm like excited to be next to this person. And then I was worried, like, are we not going to have anything to talk about? Like there are people coming up on stage and like, you know, they're like, we're watching shit. There's not a lot of time to talk. But then in between each person that came up, we were chatting it up. We were doing jokes that ran the whole night. We were like having callbacks and doing like running bits the whole night. And I was just like, damn, dude, are we on a fucking accidental date right now? That's what it felt like. It felt like an accidental date. And I was like, damn, dude, that's what people are looking for. People are looking for like meeting a stranger and hitting it off. Like meeting a stranger and as you're talking to them, you're thinking like, who the fuck is this? That's a good thought to have. if you're talking to somebody and you're flirting and you're like, fuck, we're flirting, and then you're like, damn, I actually think she's very cute, and then she's looking at you and you're like, I think she thinks I'm cute, and then in your brain you just go, who the fuck is this person? How have I never met this person? This is wild. That's a good thought to have. That's a thought that leads to something nice, is who the fuck is this? Because if you're thinking, who the fuck is this, that means you want to know about a person. Okay, sorry for the chops. My CPU overheated again. But now I think I fixed it. I restarted Pro Tools. I got the door propped open. The air conditioner's blasting in here. I think we're good, dude. I think we're totally fine. Let me make sure. Yeah, dude. Everything's rolling. Camera's rolling. Audio's... I think we're all good now. Anyway, what was I talking about? Fucking... meet cute. Yeah, who the fuck is this person? That's a good thought to have. That's a good feeling to have towards somebody. Because that means you want to know about the person. And wanting to know about somebody leads to something good. And that was the thing too, is that like, oh fuck. I don't know. It was just fun. It was just fun. It was fun. It was fun to meet a person that you like. You're like, oh, we like each other, you know. Who knows if like anything will happen or this will lead to anything, but like we clearly like each other and are having a good time, and that shit's just nice to have. It's nice to feel that, you know. It's nice to have that every once in a while. It recalibrates your brain to being like, oh, this is why I still date, you know? That's why we all still date. Because the mountain of fucking whatever, the mountain of bad dates that you have, the mountain of negative interactions or just like not that great, just like fine interactions that you have, gets outweighed by like the one time you really hit it off with somebody. It really recalibrates. And that's the thing too, is that like, bro, people fucking suck. You know what it was? It was like, and dude, it's so rare that people do this, but like when we were flirting, like we remembered everything we were saying. Do you know what I'm saying? You ever have somebody fucking remember shit you say? I said this as a joke of like the best way to impress a woman in a relationship is to just remember things she said. But that goes for men too. Women do not remember. Women I date don't remember shit I fucking say. And men who are dating women, like most people don't fucking remember what you say. And when people do, you're like, damn, this is fucking, let's fucking make out, you know? Damn, dude, let's fucking go on a date right now. That's how you feel in your gut. You're like, what are we doing, bro? You did a callback from fucking 4 hours ago? That's crazy talk. When me and this person first were talking, I brought up incels, and she didn't know what an incel was, which like was cute as fuck. It was like, damn, dude, you're like living the best life. Can I get a piece of whatever life you're living? Because that's fucking. I wish I didn't know what an incel was. And then hours later, like 4 hours later, we're all sitting in this bar, and I'm sitting across from her. And someone's asking her about her college and what she studied. And she goes, oh, I studied, she goes, oh, I studied English, and I studied video, like I studied different media. And then she goes, I also did incest studies. And she kind of looked over at me, like with like a fucking nod, like, incest studies, eh? And I'm like, I'm not your brother. Like, what is that? What does that mean, dude? Incest? What are you talking about? And then and then when I look at her like, what? She looks at me like, huh? And then I go, incest studies, and she goes, yeah, incest studies. And I go, why you studied incest? And she goes, no, the thing we were talking about earlier. And then it clicked in my brain. I was like, oh, this is a fucking 4-hour callback to incel. And I literally had to put my face in my hands for a second. And I was like, damn, dude, that makes it, I said this, I was like, that makes it so much better. That makes it fucking so much funnier that you were trying to do a callback. Oh, it was like cute as shit. And then I go, you mean incel? And she goes, oh, and I go, but you studied incest as well, dude? And then we kept talking about other shit, and then somebody said something about, would you date a cousin? And I was like, well, what do you think? You're the expert on incest. You did the studies. And it was just fun. We started talking about, my friend was asking if the person's dog was a rescue. And she was like, no, I bought it. And then I was like, yeah, dude, you got to buy it. And we were both just being like, yeah, you shouldn't ever rescue a dog. We didn't mean that, but it was fun to say to a dude, because the motherfuckers are always like, you got to rescue animals. Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up. You got to rescue animals. Guess what, dude? The bred dogs, they die too. They all die, bro. We don't like animals. We don't treat animals good, dude. The system for getting a dog or a cat is bad, bro. It's either you adopt one from a shelter before they fucking terminate it, or you'll buy one outright before they put it in a shelter to get terminated. That's and do I know the intricacies of all this enough to speak about it? Not really, but what I'm saying is correct. But anyway, it's very fun. Yeah, it was a very fun thing to be like, nah, yeah, you just gotta buy them. Fuck that, dude. Fuck this guy. I don't know. Anyway, all I'm saying is it was a very nice... It just was fucking nice, man. It was nice to have that. And then our last interaction was our last interaction was what the fuck was it? Oh, because we were talking about the funeral, and then when we're on the way to the bar, I said to my friend, I was like, oh, ask her. I go, if I end up dying, because we're crossing the road, and she's like, you're gonna get hit by a car. I was like, well, if I end up dying, just ask her. She knows what I want for my funeral. And she goes, yeah, I got you. And then the last thing that happened when I hugged her goodbye, she was like, don't die. And it was like, it was cute. I don't know. It was just nice. It was cute. It was nice to have a meet cute with a total stranger. Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever see that person again. I hope I do. That'd be cool. But sometimes even just that is it's just nice. It's nice. Maybe that's why I'm in a good mood. Because it made me it made me remember what it's like to out of nowhere be interested in somebody, you know? Cuz you're not usually interested in people. That's the funny thing about dating as well, is that and I've talked about this before, but fuck it, we're on the subject. People get so mad, or people get so frustrated with dating, and we all do, I do as well, but it's yeah, dude, it's hard to find someone who you like, and that makes sense. It makes sense that it's hard to find somebody who you're gonna spend a long time with. You know? Honestly, a meet cute with a person is similar to it's similar to finding a new friend. I'm all good on friends, dude, until some motherfucker enters my life that is cool as shit, that remembers the things I say. Honestly, bro, you can have meet cutes with friendship. It's possible, dude. I have a friend recently. He's sick as hell, dude. And we're good friends. And I like him a lot. And, you know, it's a similar, it's not the same feeling. It's a different feeling. But it's similar in that, you're not compatible with most people. You're just not. And that's okay. And we should all be going into dating and going into these experiences knowing that and accepting that and working with that. It's weird that people go into scenarios being like, why aren't I hitting it off with every fucking person I meet? And that's why you see people settle, because they don't want to wait. They don't want to wait for that fucking good thing. I mean, it's frustrating, dude. It does get frustrating, you know? Sometimes you hit it off with somebody and they're not single. And then you're like, fuck, dude, we hit it off, but bad timing. And if you're a bad person, well, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the whole, I don't know. I was going to say if you're a bad person, then you just pursue them anyway. But I don't think that's a bad thing to do. I think it's bad if you're fucking with somebody's happiness. You know? If somebody's like, I have a boyfriend, and you are like, I don't give a like you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like you gotta respect that somebody is trying something out, especially if you meet somebody, and then you're like, oh, I want to ask this person out, and then you find out like, and then the person's like, oh, I've been seeing someone. You're like, oh yeah, I'm not trying to fuck up your shit, you know? I had one nice night with you. And that night was very nice, and I would like to go on a date, but I'm not trying to fuck your whole shit up, you know? If you're months into something with somebody, fucking see that through. I hope it works out. I hope there's happiness at the end of anyone's thing. I've been in scenarios where somebody's in a relationship and they're my good friend, and then they're interested in me. And I'm fucking telling this person, like, do you love your partner? Be with them. At the end of the day, I want everybody to fall in love. That's how I feel. You know? It's hard, though. It's hard to know the right time to be selfish and the right time to be selfless. Because sometimes you do have to look out for yourself. Sometimes you do have to be like, nah, but I like this person enough where, like, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. I gotta fucking try. But then sometimes you're like, I don't know, you like a person enough where you're like, yeah, but I want them to, I don't know. I've always been the person on the side of, if a person is single and they present themselves as single, fucking have the best time you can with the person. But if a person lets you know that something else is going on, just talk to them. You can still talk, you can still chat, but you know, they might be single again, and then you can shoot your shot. But I have friends, bro. And they're good people. It's funny, dude. I have friends who just don't care. If they meet a guy with a fucking in a relationship, they're just like, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm the guy. And I'm like, are you though? Are you though? You don't know this other guy. This other guy might be a nice guy. That's the thing, too, is that it's never a mean guy. I was watching, what fucking movie was I watching? I was watching some movie where, it's with Jack Nicholson and Diane Keaton, and, I forget the name of it. But anyway, Diane Keaton is dating, fucking Keanu Reeves. And Keanu Reeves is a nice dude. He's a great person. He's fucking awesome in the movie. And she ends up leaving him for Jack Nicholson. And my friend was like, this sucks that he's so nice. And I'm like, yeah, but that's what usually happens. That's what usually happens. Is that a person is usually dating a good person. That's why they're conflicted on leaving. You know what I'm saying? If you're interfering with a relationship, unless the person is immediately going towards you, they probably are in a good thing, and that's why there's hesitation. That's why there's, I'm not sure about what I should do. If the other person fucking sucked hardcore, you would be like, fuck him, fuck it, let's do it. No, there has to be some sort of good. Sometimes it's a villain scenario and the person just doesn't know how to get out of it. But most times I think it's a nice guy. It's a nice guy and they fell in love for a reason. And now you're the person who's there and you're pulling them away for whatever reason. But I don't know. Do you want to be that guy? That's the thing that enters your mind too. Do you want to be that guy? Do you want to be the dude who fucking breaks up a good thing? I don't want to do that, dude. I don't want to fucking break up a good thing. I want a good thing to be a good thing. I'm about people's happiness, I guess, at the end of the day. I want motherfuckers to be happy. I want motherfuckers to be swooning. To be cheesing. I want motherfuckers to find it hard not to smile with whoever the fuck they're with. You think about the motherfucker and you start smiling. That's what you want. That thing too. There's that thing, and it's a rare thing when you feel it. But it's another one of those things where like, damn, dude, I am interested in this person. Is that you feel like you know the person. Fucking Blue Valentine. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but Ryan Gosling, Michelle Williams, great fucking movie. I forget the name of the director, but he's fucking awesome. There's a scene in it where Ryan Gosling is talking to this dude that he works with, and he had seen Michelle Williams once. They had like one or two conversations. Like they didn't have much. And he's like, oh, I kind of like this girl. And he goes, oh, yeah? He goes, yeah, like, we didn't really talk that much, but, like, I don't know, I liked her. Like, I feel like I knew her. Like, I know I don't know her, but, like, I feel like I do, though. And he goes, and the guy he's talking to is like, yeah, but you don't know her. And he goes, yeah, but I feel like I do, though. I feel like I did, though. And that's also that feeling. That's like, that movie's fucking, I mean, it ends up poorly for Ryan Gosling and Michelle Williams. It ends up real fucking bad for them at the end of that movie. Okay? It is not a happily ever after. But there's certain moments in that movie that are just so goddamn true, and that's one of them. Is you meet somebody like, damn, dude, I feel like I know him. I know I don't, but I feel like I do. And that was the thing, too, is that a friend we were with, because I was telling her, I was like, oh, I feel like I'm hitting it off with this person we just met. And my friend was like, you've met her before, right? And I was like, no. And she was like, what? And I was like, no, this is my first time ever meeting this person. And she was like, oh, I thought you guys have met before. And I was like, fuck. Fuck, dude. We do like each other. There is something going on. There is something going on. If we seem that familiar. But yeah, who knows if I'll ever see this person again. But it was a fun time. It was a fun meet cute. This is going to be a long motherfucking podcast, dude. This is going to be a long ass goddamn thing. I'm going to keep going. I got 8 minutes on the fucking till this camera goes out and on the timer. I'm just going to keep talking about shit. What have I not talked about that's on this fucking thing? I guess I'll talk about it. We're deep enough in. Bro, I think all photographers are creeps. Hear me out, dude. Listen, I take photos for stand-up shows, right? But there's something about a motherfucker who does personal photography, who does like headshots and shit, where they just ask people, hey, do you want to get like, you want to do a photo shoot? And the person's like, oh, do I pay you? And they're like, no, it's on me. And I feel like every motherfucker gets into personal photography to do that and set someone up for a weird scenario. I know men do it, but I fucking saw a lady do it as well. And when my friend was getting his photos taken, she kind of like grabbed his shirt, but it was close to his crotch. And she made no attempt to tell him to pull his shirt down. She just went in and fixed it. And that made me be like, I think all photographers are creeps. I think all these motherfuckers are doing this shit to be nefarious. And I don't like it. I don't like that shit. Don't be nefarious, dude. Don't be nefarious. Be cool. Be honest, okay? Be honest. Say you like somebody. Ask them out. Don't be like, hey, can I take photos of you? And then be in a weird fucking studio alone in the middle of the night or day and then be like, hey, can you fucking, hey, let me move your shirt for you. And the place you move is right next to a boob? What are you doing, bro? The place you move is right next to his fucking penis, dude? His pichadille? Well, we know what you're doing, dude. Me and my friend knew what was going on. We're like, what the heck? You're just grabbing, dude? You're just getting in there? Don't get in there. I'm trying to chill, dude. I'm just trying to chill. Why are you making me not chill anymore? And then the photos end up being bad. That's how you know that's what it is. Although some photographers who are very good are also creepy motherfuckers. I mean, during Me Too, there was a ton of fucking shit about like famous photographers who were just like, yo, dude, just pulling out their dick and doing gross shit. But I think on the low level, there's always motherfuckers taking photos that are not good. And the photos being not good is a sure sign that the dude or lady's trying to fuck whoever they're photographing, I was about to say. And that's weird. I don't know how I feel about that. That's all I want to say. I think it's weird and it's very obvious, and I don't know how I feel about it. That's all I'm going to say, dude. That's all I'm going to say. Put it this way. I've never asked to do a photo shoot with someone solo dolo because it seems strange. It seems strange, dude. I'll take a photo of someone on stage. There's a lot of other people there. I'm not trying to fucking... I don't know. It's also just a lot of dudes asking hot... It's always, if the photographer is more ugly than their subject, it's sus. That's mean, dude. That's mean, but it's true, dude. It's true. If you got an ugly dude asking beautiful women if he can photograph them alone for no pay... It's sus, dude. I'm not saying there's something going on. I'm just saying watch out. Anyway, you ever have a friend who punched you? I think this might be a male. I don't know. I was asking my friend this the other night, and he was like, I said, have you ever had a friend who punched you in middle school? Like he punched you all the time, and then finally you hit him, and he was like, what the fuck? And my friend immediately was like, yeah, dude. And he said the dude's name. I forget the dude's name, and it's good because I don't want to say the dude's name on here and blow that shit up. Although this, no one listens enough to blow anything up, but it's, you know what I'm saying. In the case that this goes, this fucking podcast blows up, I don't want to fucking blow it. It's fine. Anyway, and I had two friends like that. I had two fucking friends who did the same shit. They both punched me all the time. And I would do nothing. Because I would just be so fucking in disbelief. Every time a friend hit me in the arm or did some shit like that, I would be in such disbelief where I was like, bro, we're friends. Like in my brain, I'd be like, dude, we're friends. Why are you harming me? Why are you hurting me, dude? We're friends. And then with both people, I had to have a moment where they hit me and I said, fuck it. And I punched them right back. And then both times they would go, what are you doing? And they would hit me again, and I would hit them harder, and then they would stop. And in both scenarios, when I hit them as hard as I could, they never fucking did it again. Now, it made me really think. I was like, am I condoning violence by telling a story like that? And I'm like, no, I'm not condoning violence, but I'm condoning self-defense. If a motherfucker punches you in the arm, if you're in middle school, don't listen to this podcast. If you're in middle school right now, bro, this is inappropriate for you to hear. This whole thing that this whole podcast is inappropriate. But what I'm saying is, if you're in a scenario where a friend of yours is punching you, punch him back, dude. Punch him right in the fucking arm. Punch him as hard as you motherfucking can. And then they will stop, dude. I bet you that shit's still going on. I mean, young boys are rowdy and they like to punch. Kids like to see what they can get away with. And don't let your friend get away with that, bro. It's a fucking weird, primal, position of power bullshit thing. It's a weird, like, I'm trying to fucking be the alpha and the omega here, all right? I don't even know if I necessarily, I don't like to get into alpha and beta because it gets fucking cringe and weird. But that's what that is. It's a weird fucking territorial, yeah, you're my friend. You know what I'm saying? And you got to punch him right back and be like, no, we're friends. No, me and you are friends, dude. Okay? We're both friends. I'm not your friend. We're both friends, okay? I can punch you as well. Chill the fuck out, dude. I'm trying to watch cartoons. We're watching Ed and Eddie and you're punching me in the arm? Fuck off with that shit. I'm gonna punch you in the jaw, dude. Stop. Anyway, that's it for the pod. That's it. We went definitely over an hour. Thank you for listening, as always. August 5th, Brooklyn Comedy Collective, Friday night, 7 p.m. Doors are at 6:30. We want to start the show right at 7 because we have like a tight hour-long show. So show up early, get your tickets. It's gonna be fucking dope. Yeah. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be, the first two shows were great. This show is going to be amazing. Yeah, come through, dude. It's going to be tight. As always, thank you for listening. Yeah. That's it. Thank you for listening. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.
Jake, you're an idiot. Jake, you don't make any sense. Jake, you're a piece of shit.